Okay, now I want you to breathe. Slow. Listen to the sound of my voice. I kiss. I kiss again.
Antonio.
I kiss one more time.
Antonio's kiss can cure the world. Antonio's kiss can cure the world.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh. He's going
hard.
Does it feel better? Does it feel better?
Come on, Antonio's kiss can heal the...
A little bit, yeah.
Hey, give it a little more, Antonio. Antonio, give it a little more. Oh, Antonio.
Do a big one.
He's like a magician. He's like a magician.
I don't think it's hurting at all anymore.
Antonio, let's go. Let's give it up for Antonio. Let's go. Antonio.
Can you try to do the A, B, C alphabet order thing on SSM?
A, B, C, D.
What? You egg? You egg? Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, look at that penguin. Hey, bring the penguin on the stage. Bring the penguin on the stage. Come on. Let's go. Bring the penguin on the stage. Come on. Bring it over here. Hey, let's go, penguin. Come on. Let's give it up for the penguin. Yeah. Let's give it up for the penguin. Yeah. Now desktop shuffle. Desktop shuffle. Desktop shuffle.
Wait, hold on.
Forbidden, let me ride you!
Clip that.
El Rojo.
This, you bring a whole gang into my box.
Where the fuck is Antonio, bitch? Where the fuck is Antonio? You take him from me?
You're gonna take Antonio from me. I grew up with him.
Hey, you take Antonio from us, we're gonna take you.
don't speak French.
So you're gonna tell me right now, where's Antonio?
I don't know, he's probably dead. There's a virus going around. I don't know if you heard. It's like Corfungus or
I swear to
something.
God, I found Antonio in here. You're gonna have a big problem, all right? You're pissing me off, Antonio. I think I'm gonna break free of this cage.
I got it.
I think I'm gonna break free of this cage, Antonio. She making me mad, Antonio. Antonio, she making me mad.
We gotta calm down, man. It's the first night, man.
I haven't. It's been 4 years since I was last uncaged. I don't want to go back to jail again. I'm gonna do it if I have to.
Listen, we gotta be successful. We're gonna do it, okay? Just calm down. We're starting a new life here, man.
Okay, we started a new life. I'm sorry, man. Hey, what's this guy? What's this guy?
I don't know what that thing anywhere near our place, man.
It's a stupid.
Stupido. Hey.
This guy is a stupid. Wow.
Well, that's easy. I can help with that. All I have to do is do this.
Oh my god, the time. Shouldn't come up with that, you know, considering that, like, that is your skin.
Right. Do you see my large draconic penis dragging across the ground? Unfortunately, no. And there we go.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Your Sims were...
This is where I keep my Sims.
Oh my god. Ferris, you didn't feed them. They're dead. Oh my god.
Hey, I mean, there's for every one Sim out there, there's 200 more replaceable for them. So.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wait, let me sit
No, don't go in there. Dude, you'll die.
Sir, why are you naked?
I don't know.
Why are you naked?
Clothes.
Where is your penis? Where's your penis? Point.
I do know where my penis is.
Point to where your penis is. Sir, point to where your penis is. Alright, second head, what is your thought on Overwatch and Jeff Kaplan? What is your thoughts on Overwatch and Jeff Kaplan?
Hello? Anybody in there?
Sorry.
We can't have other people here. Not while we're doing a mission.
We're in disguise. We know how to get out. Just go in the bathroom. I'm in here right now. I was shitting. I was shitting in the toilets and not flushing.
What's going on now? I don't get it.
You just kissed my boobs.
No, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Hola, man. I'm Cousin. What happened?
Cousin, what?
I got to come visit. I got to come visit. You know what I mean, yeah?
Cousin, a good time, man. What's going on?
I'm just gonna check out the party. Looking nice, huh?
We're not related. His name is Cousin.
Yeah, my name Cousin. I call him Cousin, but I'm Cousin.
He calls everyone Cousin.
Yeah,
Why you do
Cousin.
that? That don't make any sense.
But I'm Cousin. You're
His
Cousin.
name?
To me?
Cousin.
To me, everybody Cousin.
Everyone is Cousin.
What the hell is that bitch doing over there?
That's crazy.
You can't use a soda in the piñata. What are you, retarded?
Oh my god. Serpentin! Serpentin! Serpiente! El serpiente! El Viper! Strike! Oh! He's up! He's moving! Oh my god! Super move! Oh my... Goal! Big hit! Round one is over! Round one, ding, 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 ding. Round one is over. To your corner. Everyone to your corner. I don't know what that is, but no.
Hey guys. Guys, this is Brittany Amber with Passion Max TV.
Oh my
I'm here
God.
at the AVN Expo to ask people, what's your porn fantasy?
I don't think we're gonna watch this.
So tell me, what's your porn fantasy?
My porn fantasy is a gangbang with lots of tall, sexy men.
Yeah, I'm a boob guy. I like big boobs.
I'm a boob guy.
Oh, you're in luck!
Exactly.
I
Oh,
would
God.
really...
No. Go to get banned.
You may have witnessed scenes like this yourself. There was advice from public health officials to slowly stockpile some essentials at home in case you need to self-isolate, but some are taking that way too far. There's been panic buying. In some cases, people are buying way too much and selling things at a profit. Others are hoarding just in case.
This is crazy. This is the craziest I've seen.
Yes, I was worried I couldn't find supplies.
What'd you buy?
Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and almond flour.
So here's the thing. The Retail Council of Canada represents all major grocery chains in Canada. It's urging consumers not to panic buy because Canada has one of the best supply chains in the world. As restrictions are put in place to slow the spread of COVID-19, there is the question about whether or not to close schools in this country. Italy, Spain, even France have shut schools entirely for at least 2 weeks. Some provinces in Canada have followed suit, and universities are moving courses online. As Ross Lord reports, the right approach is a lesson in itself.
Wash your hands, fool.
Shutting down schools is an obvious option for limiting the spread of COVID-19. First, Ontario decided to keep publicly funded schools closed for an extra 2 weeks after March break.
I want Ontario families to know we are unwavering in our focus in keeping students and staff safe.
Followed by neighboring Quebec, which has already had March break.
De fermer toutes les écoles, cégeps, universités et services de garde.
All schools and daycares closed for 2 weeks. Manitoba then announced it was following suit. Other provinces are taking a softer approach, urging anyone who travels outside Canada to stay at home for 14 days after they return, including students and their families, but stopping short of keeping everyone away from schools.
The level of the disease differs between province and province, and the strength of your public health measures therefore needs to be will be differ.
We need to understand more about the role of young people in transmission of this disease, and we know that sometimes that the impacts of closing schools, particularly abruptly, can cause a lot of societal disruption and economic impact.
Medical experts say keeping the doors closed throughout Canada is inevitable.
I think it's definitely the next thing to happen in the provinces that have not done it, depending on what happens over the next few days of the outbreak.
For parents, there's no perfect solution.
So it's better to be closed, but this is my opinion because I'm not working.
In provinces forcing closures, working parents wonder how they'll supervise their children.
I don't know what we're gonna do, but we'll have to figure it out.
More universities by the day are closing or shifting courses to online only. But COVID-19 is revealing how much everyone wants to do the right thing and how hard it is to figure out what that is. Ross Lord, Global News, Halifax.
There's so much information surrounding coronavirus out there now. We know you have questions. Email your questions at globalnews.ca. Tune in to Global National or go to globalnews.ca.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And another day, another dismal Disney story.
Yep.
It's going to get worse for Disney from here on in because of that thing we can't talk about.
That's right. We're not going to mention what it is. But you know what it is.
Trademark restriction. Yeah, watch our live stream last night. We talked about how because of that thing that's happening, that's all over the place, that YouTube doesn't want you talking about, Disney is shutting down its parks for at least 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're pushing back the release dates of Mulan and a couple other movies, and now they're actually shutting down production on other movies.
They are.
So this is going to be potentially catastrophic for Disney. Now the question is, can they rebound, and could Apple buy them?
Why? Even though Iger has a really good relationship with Apple, I'm just pointing that out.
We'll talk about that. So before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We're over 100,000.
Woo!
So I'm just asking you, please. We're not begging. But if you want to subscribe, please do so. All right. So before we get into the movie production being shut down, all the movies being shut down, let's talk about this because people don't seem to understand how much money Disney is actually going to lose being shut down even for 2 weeks.
Right.
It's going to be catastrophic to the company. In fact, I read another article earlier today. They said the conservative estimate is like hundreds of millions of dollars lost to the company just in the span of like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, there was a tweet out that I guess park expert Duncan Dixon had said, and then this Christopher Heath had posted again. He said that with 40,000 employees that cannot work from home, it'll cost them $32 million per week to cover just hourly employees.
That's not including salaried employees.
Right.
That's not including all this other stuff.
And then they pointed out that loss of ticket sales, souvenir sales, loss of food and beverage sales, unknown costs of third-party vendors, hotels open but without park guests, may leave or not arrive, and then there's some questions about whether or not they're going to stay open. That's a whole other story. Total costs to be measured in the hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, this is not good, and this is after they had some underperformance at the box office with Onward. They're pushing back Mulan. They're pushing back New Mutants, which nobody really gives a crap about.
Apparently they said that because of this, it might qualify for some of the $1 trillion federal money that they're putting out because of the emergency situation.
So Disney goes from being the biggest entertainment company on the planet last year to going on corporate welfare because
there's a lot of companies that are going to have to
yeah, but I'm just saying, I mean, that's how bad this is. People don't realize how bad this actually is. And thankfully, as far as we know right now, a lot of the employees, most of the employees are either getting paid or they can go on unemployment, but it's a shock. I mean, we were going to go last week.
Yeah, we were, but we didn't go, so that was mostly because I was sick.
Yeah, but I mean, I just can't believe everybody was like, oh, you're just being ridiculous. And then here we are a week later, the parks are closed for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Well,
I got told I was ridiculous for worrying about elderly people today, and then because it's not even in this area, you're being ridiculous, you're a fear monger, and then a couple hours later they shut all the schools down.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, ooh. Yeah. So anyway, people point out that Disney should be insured. I think they are, but we also said,
well, I don't know if insurance is covering it.
This is an act of God.
That's what I'm not sure about, because other events were saying we were not going to be covered on this with their insurance because of that.
Yeah, this is going to be bad. I don't think people realize the long tail that this is going to have. It took Disney years to rebound from 9/11.
Yeah.
And this thing that we cannot talk about, is going to go on longer than that. And they're saying at least 2 weeks. It's very possible. I mean, it's unlikely, but who knows? Who knows the way that... I mean, if you told me a week ago they're going to shut the American parks down, I would have said you're crazy.
I would have figured they would have thought to them now not to, but...
Well, they might have, but there was...
It was odd.
Someone's looking out for me. Come on, let's bring it together. Group up with me. Join me. Yeah, time to heal up. Online.
The point is mine. You're welcome to join me.
Right. It's gonna make you feel better.
Best round lost. Score 0-1.
Analyzing location. Hot, dry, unpleasant. Ideal for hamsters.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2. Capture the objective.
Enemy contact. Incoming!
Get in here! Get inside! Back at you!
Let them up!
Огонь по готовности!
Let's break it! Here's your strike! Oh, turn it up! You feel that? Get in
My blade is ready to help
Fire at will!
The demon becomes me!
Oh, time to change it up!
In range of the objective. Form up on me.
Check this out! Yeah, time to heal up!
My ultimate is almost ready.
Group up!
Meteor strike! Let's move it, people! Oh, my damn! Push on. Let's up! You feel that?
My barrier survive. Rocket barrage incoming!
Here, let's pick it up. Oh, time to change it up.
I claim this objective.
Gonna make you feel better.
Let them up!
Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Score 1-1.
Get back! Don't just stand around. Do something.
Everyone signed their life insurance policies?
I keep the peace. I learned that from my mother. I learned that from my mother. I learned that from my mother.
5,
I learned
4,
that from my mother.
3,
I learned that
2,
from my mother. I
1.
learned that from my mother.
Round 3. Capture the
My
objective.
damn! Let's get patched up.
strike.
My ultimate is almost ready. Огонь по готовности.
Oh, turn it up. Let's get you healed up. Vamos esculachar! Aí, sim.
Fire at will. Rocket barrage incoming.
Oh, man.
I keep the peace. I learned that from my mother.
Oh, this is my jam. Oh, let's break it. Meteor strike.
Double kill.
Oh, turn it up.
Move back.
Audio medic. Speed boost. Push on. F it up.
Fire at will.
Victory. Play of the game.
Огонь по готовности.
Thank you, thank you.
I think they were told they had to. But anyway.
Because there was a meeting between Bob Iger and the governor of California.
Yeah, at first it was going to be, they were going to be allowed to stay open because they had hand sanitizer stations.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then I think that there were some people like, no.
Yeah,
and
why is Disney exempt when everyone else has to shut down?
Exactly.
So, it's very possible this thing could have a very long tail. It's possible, hopefully unlikely, but it's possible the parks could actually stay closed longer than 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Because we look at what happened overseas. Now, granted, that was in the winter. That was, in Asia, which was ground zero for this. But they were supposed to shut down for 2 weeks, and here we are in 6 weeks?
Well,
8 weeks?
they're open partially. In Shanghai, but yeah, so it's getting back to normal over there, but everything's starting to close over here. Now, as we mentioned before, the stocks have taken a hit. Their biggest money makers are the parks and resorts, and then the media and studios. Now, the media networks though would include like television networks and things like that. So maybe they could pick up some more advertising or something like that to kind of offset it. But people, here's the thing: Disney, we don't know how much they're going to lose. We will not know what the impact's going to be.
No.
But then they own all of this stuff. So some of this stuff might get sold, or some of the stuff might have to pull, somehow perform better to pull up other stuff. Don't know, but there's definitely going to have to figure some way creatively to get some of this money back.
Yeah, and ESPN, they're canceling all the sporting events. What are they going to broadcast? They already told them they couldn't talk about politics, so what are they going to talk about? I don't know. Ping pong. They'll do ping pong tournaments. I don't know what they're going to do. So yeah, it is going to affect the company in a pretty massive way. And they just announced today that not only are they pushing back the movies that they have completed, but they're pushing back production. Basically,
they're pausing production for the safety of the crew, but nobody has tested positive.
No.
At this point. Now, I know the Shang-Chi director, he himself was quarantined. That got paused for production first unit because he was worried he might have it. So they're testing him because he has a little baby and he didn't want his baby to get sick. And they shut that down temporarily. And this stuff was announced later today. That they're shutting The Little Mermaid and The Last Duel and all that down. And then pre-production on Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, The Shrunk, and,
They're just going against Shrunk.
And Peter Pan and Wendy are being paused right now, too.
Yeah, so, so not only is it going to affect the movies that were supposed to come out this spring and summer, but we're talking movies that weren't supposed to come out for a couple of years. Like, this is pushing everything back, okay? And this is not good because...
The world is worth fighting for.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
I think. Just kidding, Winston. It works great. Everyone is counting on me. You needed a focus.
That'll learn.
Payload is on the way. Stay sharper. Ice wall is coming up. Just in time.
Protect the payload. I'm being attacked. Still need you. I'm taking care.
Only place for Omnic Junkertowns on the scrap.
Payload on the move. Helden sterben nicht. Heroes never die. Hey, 我又回来啦。
That bitch.
I have to get back in the fight. Now show them. We need to move the payload. Let's get this moving. No, absolutely. I can take care of myself. Never get that feeling. Thank you. Onwards to victory. There comes the something to provide. Don't know what.
Experience tranquility.
Enemy seen.
Welcome to the scrapyard.
不洗澡。
60 seconds remaining.
Cease your resistance.
30 seconds.
不洗澡。
Score 2-0. Switching sides. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Our world is worth fighting for.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
All systems operational. Diva, ready for combat.
I feel most unwelcome here.
Five, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Observe the battle.
Stop the pain.
大家都指望着我呢。
Evidence suggests a sniper ahead.
Pass into the iris.
White nail.
Experience tranquility.
I use my cryo freeze. That's bullshit. Whatever.
Everyone is counting on me. I could use some assistance. Officer, check it out.
We're all soldiers now.
The payload has reached the chip.
Observe the battle. Enemy in our orbit. My back. Damn it. Get over here, killer.
I'm taking care.
Knock me down and I'll keep getting back up.
Play of the game. Double, triple.
Alright, enough of that. Let's see, Kingdom Hearts or Ark?